Chair, we can't. You're not speaking. Your microphone's not on.
I'll start again. Thank you very much. Having spent some time telling people how to turn their microphones on, let's get that right. Is that right? Yes. Can everybody hear me loud and clear? Yes. Good. Okay. Welcome to the Planning Committee, everybody. I'm Judith Smythe, Councillor and Chair of the Planning Committee. Please be assured that we have put appropriate cleansing, social distancing measures in place to ensure that this meeting is undertaken in a COVID-secure manner. Limited public seating has been made available. However, this meeting is also being webcast to allow the public to attend remotely if they so wish. Please be advised that the public seating area is not in view of the camera used to webcast this meeting. So a bit of housekeeping, some safety information. If the continuous fire alarm sounds, please evacuate the room and public gallery by the stairwells. Don't attempt to use the lifts. Please assemble by Queen Victoria's statue in Guildhall Square. In order to comply with the Guildhall Trust Fire Marshal regulations, anyone who signed in at the Guildhall reception desk should sign out when leaving the building at the end of today's meeting. About the live web streaming, may I draw everyone's attention to the fact that this meeting will be live streamed. Everyone speaking via the microphone will be on camera, including those making deputations. Members of the press and public are also permitted to record the meeting on the understanding that it neither disrupts the meeting nor records those stating explicitly that they do not wish to be recorded. Please can everyone use the microphones, including myself, and remember to switch them off when they've finished. I'd like to now introduce the public to the members of the committee who are here, and I will start with Councillor John Smith.
Good morning, Chair. Councillor John Smith, Councillor for Eastleigh and Craneswater. And
I've got to say, if you have any interests to declare while you're introducing yourself, please do that at the same time.
I have none.
Councillor Russell.
Councillor Russell Simpson, Hilsey Ward.
Hi, I'm Councillor Darren Sanders. I'm a councillor for the Baffins Ward. I think I may have an interest to declare in the World War II defence item. I was a member...
You served, didn't you, Darren?
Yes.
Same division as you, sir. I was a member of the Langston Harbour Board Planning Committee, which has registered a zero objection to this. I think, even though I think that means I probably can't determine this. Am I right?
Were you involved in the objection? Sorry, the comments?
We all agreed to the response. So
okay,
yes,
yes,
we all
so,
agreed to
yes,
the response. So I'm out of here for that one. Okay, correct. Thank you for that.
George.
Good morning, Chair. Councillor George Fielding, Central Southsea Ward. Nothing to declare.
Thank you.
Councillor Hugh Mason, St Jude Ward. I have nothing to declare.
Thank you.
Councillor Robert New for Cobham Ward and nothing to declare, Chair.
Thank you.
Councillor Jonathan Jackson, Councillor for Milton, and Chair, I'm sorry, I've got people have put a meeting at 1 and at 3 in my diary, but I'll be back here for 4 o'clock onwards.
Thank you. I'm Councillor Judith Smythe, and I have something to declare of a personal interest, which is the... sorry.
Councillor Mark Jeffries and Thomas Ward, nothing to declare.
Thank you. We have... I've got something to declare, which is the application number 6 for 41 St Vincent Road, and I'm going to propose from the Chair that we move that item to the end of the agenda so that I can get out of here completely and not come back. So is that all right with everybody?
Chair, what we'd normally do, Chair, is because we've got members of the public here to speak on that one, is we try to do that one early so to not inconvenience those members of the public that are having to stay till after...
No, we don't.
Number 6?
We don't.
Is that Tideways Tower Street?
No.
Okay,
number
my
3,
apology.
I'm sorry, it's number 3. Item number 3.
Okay, if you've not got any members of the public, absolutely sensible.
No.
Chair, can I just check who Councillor Jeffries, are you substituting for someone else?
Councillor Atwell.
Thank you. And as Councillor Atwell, who's the Vice Chair of this committee, is not here, I'd like to propose that Councillor Hugh Mason takes the chair at that point and concludes the meeting for everybody. Can I have, as he's not a Vice Chair, could I have a show of hands to see if you're all in agreement? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Councillor Mason. Good. So, each agenda item that we deal with will be dealt with in the following order. First, we'll have the officer's planning application presentation. Second, any deputations, allowing up to 12 minutes total in favour and 12 minutes total in objection. But that total of 12 minutes can't be 10 minutes for some person, 2 minutes for another. There's a maximum of 6 minutes for any individual. I think you'll find in practice it's plenty of time, but and we have a stopwatch which is being operated. Have you? Okay. We are using a mobile for the stopwatch we had. Apparently doesn't work, but we are going to be fairly stiff about that, without putting people off. But we do need to be fair, and that is what the regulations say. So thank you very much. After the deputations have spoken, it's time for members' questions, and we then move on by agreement to comments, including proposals for a decision, which must be seconded, and then we move towards a decision. We'll deal with the deputation requests as we go through items, but I think we only have deputations for item 1. Is that right, Simon?
2 more items as well.
And 3 items only have deputations coming. Welcome. 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 Good. So apologies for absence. We've heard about Councillor Atwell's absence. Are there any other apologies? I've received one from Councillor Linda Symes. So Councillor Atwell and Councillor Symes have apologies. Have we got a deputy for Councillor Symes? I don't think so. But we're all right. We are quorum. Thank you very much. Good. So I'm going to proceed to the agenda and to...
Chair, can we do the minutes from the last meeting before we go on?
That's on the agenda, yes. Yeah. Absolutely. We've got the minutes of the meeting held on 15th of June, page 7 to 18 of our papers. I wasn't at that meeting. I have read the minutes. Somebody else will need to... you'll all need to approve them, but we'll go through them page by page first. Page 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 and 18. Do we have to get Councillor Atwell to sign these as he was in the chair, or do I sign them? Okay. We'll make sure they're signed appropriately in accordance with the regulations, but could I ask for your approval? Councillor Vernon Jackson.
Happy to propose them.
Happy to second.
Thank you very much. Everybody else happy? So we've agreed the minutes. Thank you very much, and thank you. Recorded thanks for Chris Atwell for chairing the meeting for us all.
Chair, before we get to the applications, could I ask a question? I'm conscious that we have a backlog, and the advice I have is that we're meant to be doing 10 applications per meeting to try to reduce the backlog. Can I ask why we're only doing 7 today? Because that then increases the backlog.
A good question. Thank you very much. Sam, could you answer?
Thank you, Councillor. It will, of course, depend on the actual items. Some may or may not take longer than others, but we do want to make maximum use of the time available. A couple of items that we did intend to get to this committee fell by the wayside for one reason or another, but we will try and maximise. We're working hard on that for next time.
So, Chair, through you to Simon, but My understanding is that the advice I've been given is if something coming to the committee, there's a year's wait. If there is a year's wait, there must be 3 more applications that would have been ready to come here to be able to turn at this committee so that we can help clear the backlog. Can we make sure that we are doing what we can to clear the backlog? Because none of these things on this agenda look to me as if they're hugely time consuming. We're not going to spend 3 hours on a single item, I doubt, and I think we should all be working to try to reduce the backlog if we possibly can.
Let me reassure you from the chair that this is one of my objectives in being chair of the planning committee, but I do understand it's a matter of staff resources and some other things, but I will keep on the case, and I'm sure you all will support me in doing so. It's really vitally important that we reduce the backlog. Thank you. Right. We don't have any reports of appeal decisions or anything like that today, which normally comes in at this stage of the agenda. Is there anything that you want to add to that? No. Okay. Thank you very much. We'll move on, on to item 4, which is the planning application for 155 Oyster Quay. And I'll ask Simon Turner to introduce the subject for us. There is some notes on the SMAT that you need to refer to.
Thank you, Chair. Just waiting for the slideshow to come up. Oh, is it the SCART? Is that what's missing? Does this one need to go in? I'm sorry, Chair. We just need a connection. It's in, Alison.
This is really from the benefit of people on the live stream. Bear with us a moment. We appear to be having some technical problems.
Simon will not be the first person to struggle with PCC IT, nor the last. It's a daily problem for us all.
Despite the fact that I know that the officers did rehearse this beforehand and seem to get the right slides up onto the screen, it looks like it's going to take a little longer. Do we want to give them a break from watching them doing this difficult thing? We've all been in this position before, and reconvene in 10 minutes. Everybody agreed? Could you turn off the live stream, please, and put
cannot have public office at the moment. And if Councillor listen to it, no, we still do all the marriages.